The unexpected arrival. The cold silence of space was shattered by a sudden and violent explosion. The sleek alien armada descended upon Earth with a ferocity that left humanity reeling. The alien ships, towering and menacing, unleashed a storm of energy blasts that tore through cities and shattered the serenity of the night sky. Major Rick Martinez, a seasoned leader of the United Earth Defense Force, awoke to the cacophony of alarms and frantic communications. The Defiance, a critical defense cruiser, was caught in the crossfire. Martinez staggered to the bridge, the dim lights casting eerie shadows on the walls. The Defiance was battered, its once proud hull now marred by the scars of battle. The alien swarm was relentless, their ships encircling the Earth in a tightening grip. As he took his position, the weight of Earth's fate pressed heavily on his shoulders. He turned to his crew, their faces illuminated by the flickering screens, and issued a determined command. "We're outnumbered and outgunned, but we're not out of options. Prepare for evasive maneuvers and get me a status report on our weapons systems." The crew moved with practiced efficiency, their eyes sharp with focus. Lieutenant Eva Ortega, the ship's chief engineer, worked quickly to stabilize the failing systems. Her fingers flew over the controls, her mind racing with calculations and strategies. The Defiance lurched as it maneuvered through the asteroid belt, a desperate attempt to evade the alien fire. As the Defiance weaved between asteroids, Ortega prepared a daring plan. "Major, we need to make them believe we're finished," she said, her voice steady despite the chaos. "I can rig our torpedoes to explode on detonation. It'll create a diversion." Martinez nodded, trusting her instincts. "Do it. We need every advantage we can get." With a deep breath, Ortega and her team set their plan into motion. The torpedoes were modified and deployed, creating a series of brilliant explosions that illuminated the darkness of space. The alien ships hesitated, their arrogance momentarily broken. The Defiance's crew held their breath as the enemy fleet retreated, wary of the damage they had sustained. Martinez exhaled, a flicker of hope igniting in his eyes. "We've bought ourselves some time. Let's make sure it counts." The struggle for survival. In the dimly lit control room of the Defiance, the crew's relief was short-lived. Their distress signals had gone unanswered, and their situation remained dire. Major Rick Martinez and Lieutenant Eva Ortega huddled over a console, strategizing their next move. "We're running out of options," Martinez said, his voice strained. "If we stay silent, we're dead. We need to make a move." Eva nodded, her eyes scanning the readouts. "I can activate the AI system, Siren. It might be able to fool the alien sensors and buy us more time." The AI, Siren, was activated with a series of swift commands. The holograms flickered, creating false signals to mislead the alien fleet. As Siren projected misleading data, the alien ships scattered, their movements confused and hesitant. Minutes dragged on, each second a reminder of the tenuous thread upon which their survival hung. Finally, a transmission crackled through the static. "Defiance, Earth Command here. Reinforcements en route. Estimated arrival in 4 hours." Martinez and Ortega exchanged relieved glances. "We've tricked the alien fleet for now," Ortega said, "but we need to prepare for what comes next." With the alien ships temporarily dispersed, the Defiance continued its silent vigil, the crew bracing themselves for the next phase of their fight for survival. The dangerous gamble. Major Rick Martinez paced the strategy room, his thoughts racing as he considered their dwindling options. The XE fleet was closing in, and their deceptive tactics wouldn't hold forever. Lieutenant Eva Ortega stood by her console, her face tense as she monitored the approaching alien ships. "They're onto our fake signals," Eva reported. "If we don't act quickly, they'll locate us for sure." Martinez's jaw tightened. "How long do we have?" "Minutes, at most," Eva said, her fingers hovering over the console. "We need a new plan." Martinez looked around at his crew, their faces reflecting the gravity of their situation. "Can the warp pulse work?" Eva hesitated. It's untested and theoretical. It's a complete gamble. We don't have a choice, Martinez said firmly. Get it ready. The crew sprang into action, their movements precise as they prepared the warp pulse. The ship trembled as the device was activated, a bright flash enveloping the Defiance. When the light subsided, they found themselves in an unfamiliar star system, disoriented but alive. Status report, Martinez commanded, his voice cutting through the tension. Navigation and communication are down, Eva reported. We're flying blind. Then we get to work, Martinez said resolutely. We're not dying in the dark. With the crew working tirelessly to restore their systems, hope flickered in the depths of space. They had defied the odds once again, but the battle was far from over. The silent resolve. The Defiance floated in the silence of the unknown star system, its crew working feverishly to repair the damaged systems. Major Rick Martinez leaned into the quiet control room, his fingers brushing the console as the stealth indicator glowed green, signaling their temporary invisibility. Listen up, Martinez said, his voice steady. We have an opportunity here. Let's use it, scan their signals, and get everything on screen. The crew nodded, hands poised over their stations. Siren, the AI, began digging into intercepted messages, processing data with urgency. Lieutenant Eva Ortega worked tirelessly, her eyes locked on the monitors as streams of data flowed in. After hours of intense work, Siren broke the encryption, revealing a crucial breakthrough. They believe we have a powerful weapon, Eva said, her voice tinged with excitement. We don't, but they think we do. Martinez swore softly, realizing this was their chance. Can you reach them with their technology? Eva nodded, her resolve unwavering. Give me time. She and her team worked with precision, building an array from a mix of human and alien technology. When it was ready, Martinez took a deep breath and prepared to send a message. This is Major Rick Martinez of the UESC Defiance, he said, his tone firm but diplomatic. We do not possess the weapon you fear. We seek peace and wish to correct this misunderstanding. As the message was transmitted, the crew held their breath, waiting for a response. The fate of their mission and Earth's future rested on the outcome of this desperate gamble. The fragile peace. The Defiance's control room was filled with tense anticipation as the crew awaited a response to their message. The ship's systems hummed quietly, the crew's exhaustion evident in their tired eyes. Major Rick Martinez and Lieutenant Eva Ortega stood together, their faces reflecting the weight of their decision. Minutes stretched into hours, the silence of space seeming to grow heavier with each passing moment. Finally, the static on the screen gave way to a coded response. Neutral zone agreed upon. Meeting requested. Martinez and Ortega exchanged determined looks. It's a chance, Martinez said. We need to take it. With the decision made, the Defiance set a course for the neutral zone. The crew, united in their resolve, prepared for the upcoming meeting that would determine the course of their struggle. As the ship approached the alien vessel, the crew steeled themselves for the critical negotiations ahead. The negotiation. Inside the shuttle, Major Rick Martinez and Lieutenant Eva Ortega prepared for the meeting with the alien commander. The shuttle's interior was cramped, filled with the hum of technology and the weight of the upcoming negotiation. We'll show our hand, Martinez said, his eyes hard with resolve. No super weapon, no threat. Honesty is our only shot. Eva nodded, her hands resting on the table. Honesty is our only shot. We need to fix this mistake. As the shuttle docked with the alien vessel, the door hissed open, and the humans filed out into the alien ship. The tree, tall and imposing, awaited them. Commander Thrill stepped forward, his presence commanding and graceful. We welcome you, Thrill's voice rumbled, translated into stilted speech. We require evidence of your claims. Martinez stepped forward, his hand near his weapon. We come in peace. We want to avoid conflict and correct this misunderstanding." The three soldiers watched intently, their multifaceted eyes missing nothing. "Your actions speak louder than words," Frill said, his tone inscrutable. Martins met his gaze, his resolve unshaken. "We have no weapon. Our goal is peace. We propose a ceasefire and joint investigations." The room was filled with tension as Thrill considered the proposal. "And if you lie?" the commander asked. "Then we gain advantage," Martins replied. "But we don't lie. We can't afford to." The three exchanged silent signals, their decision hanging in the balance. Finally, Frill nodded. "We will consider your terms." With the negotiations completed, Martinez and Ortega returned to the shuttle, their faces etched with the strain of the encounter. The shuttle detached and headed back to the Defiance, the future of their mission hanging in the balance. The final stand. As the shuttle approached the Defiance, Major Rick Martinez and Lieutenant Eva Ortega faced the final challenge. The alien armada was regrouping, preparing for another assault. The ship was damaged but operational, the crew bracing themselves for what lay ahead. "We've done everything we can," Martins said, his voice steady despite the chaos. "Now it's time to defend our home." Eva nodded, her fingers flying over the console as she activated the ship's remaining defenses. The crew worked in unison, their determination unyielding. The Defiance, battered but resolute, prepared for the final stand. The alien armada approached, their ships glowing ominously in the darkness of space. As the Defiance's weapon systems powered up, the crew took their positions, ready for the fight of their lives. The first wave of alien ships fired, their energy blasts illuminating the void. The Defiance responded with a barrage of retaliatory fire, the ship shaking with the force of the battle. The alien ships faltered, their advanced technology struggling against the human resilience. As the battle raged, Major Martinez and Lieutenant Ortega fought side by side, their determination unshaken. The Defiance's crew held their ground, their bravery shining through the chaos. The tide of battle began to shift, the alien fleet retreating in the face of humanity's fierce resistance. In the aftermath of the battle, the Defiance floated in the silence of space, the alien armada having been driven away. Major Rick Martinez and Lieutenant Eva Ortega stood together, their faces reflecting the triumph of their hard-fought victory. "We did it," Martinez said, his voice filled with relief and pride. "Earth is safe." Eva nodded, her eyes reflecting the stars. "For now, we have peace." The Defiance's crew gathered, their victory a testament to their bravery and resolve. As they prepared for the next challenge, they knew that humanity's spirit would endure, no matter the odds.